Tired of feeling overwhelmed? Wish you had more time and energy for what truly matters? Then, get ready for an amazing adventure. In this video, we're going to show you 12 things you should quietly eliminate from your life in 2024. But this isn't just a watch and learn kind of journey. We want you involved. Share your thoughts, leave a comment. Let's explore these life changers together. A journey of learning and growth awaits you. The next few minutes hold the potential to completely transform how you see yourself and the world around you. Ready to ditch the dead weight and unlock a happier, more fulfilling you. We believe the lessons we're going to share will enlighten and change your life. Let's get started. 1. Walking away with dignity. Prioritizing your well-being. There's no need to explain yourself to those who cause you pain. Engaging in arguments, complaints, or confrontations over someone's bad attitude only prolongs the negativity. If someone disrespected and hurt you, regardless of how close you were, prioritize your well-being and move forward. Seeking justifications from the offender won't heal the wounds. Focus on staying calm and rational. Channel your energy into your own growth. Life has a way of presenting unexpected turns. Perhaps someday that person will need your support. In that moment, a simple no is enough. If you feel compelled to explain, do so briefly. Remember, this person broke your trust. You have no obligation to help them. Avoid getting into unnecessary conflicts. The most empowering course of action is to quietly remove this person from your life. Time is a powerful revealer, and their actions will have consequences. Focus on self-care. Let the future unfold, revealing what's truly best for both of you. Choosing to move forward without explanations or justifications demonstrates deep respect for yourself and your boundaries. You are not obligated to associate with people who disregard your worth. We all deserve respect and appreciation for who we are. By quietly removing those who cause us harm, we make a courageous decision for our emotional well-being and personal growth. 2. Silent shifts. Life presents situations where making choices, acting with integrity, and staying true to your path become paramount. Sometimes, achieving certain goals requires abandoning others to prioritize what aligns best with your core values. This is completely normal. We don't always achieve everything we set out to do, and sometimes letting go of certain goals is necessary to embrace a more fulfilling path. The key here is to eliminate these unnecessary goals silently. There's no need to broadcast your moves to the world. Don't leave clues or reveal your entire strategy. Be strategic. Quietly remove less important goals and make gradual changes in your life as circumstances evolve. Discretion is key. Protect your plans and let your decisions be guided by authenticity. Seek the path that best aligns with your true self. Think of it like this. Imagine yourself climbing a mountain. As you ascend, the terrain changes, requiring adjustments to your initial route. You might need to abandon a planned route to navigate a rock face or find a better vantage point. There's no need to announce every shift in direction to your fellow climbers. Your focus should be on reaching the summit, and your strategy should adapt to the climb itself. The same applies to life goals. Adapt your approach silently and strategically. Let your actions speak louder than words. This doesn't mean being secretive. It means prioritizing your own journey and avoiding the potential for external pressures or opinions to derail your progress. 3. Relationships. Discretion is key in navigating the end of friendships and romantic relationships. The vulnerability and intimacy shared during those bonds are special and deserve to be treated with respect, even after things go sour. Venting or gossiping about the nitty-gritty details with others only cheapens the experience and disrespects the other person's privacy. Imagine this. You confide in someone about a terrible fight you had with your significant other. They, in turn, might share that information with others, and before you know it, the details are twisted and blown out of proportion. This can make an already delicate situation even messier and prolong the healing process. So, what should you do instead? If you're struggling with the aftermath of a breakup or a broken friendship, Take some time for self-reflection. Journaling can be a great tool for processing your emotions and understanding what went wrong. Talking to a therapist can also provide a safe space to unpack your feelings without judgment. Sharing the emotional burden with a trusted confidant can be tempting, but remember, sometimes the urge to gossip stems from unhealed wounds. By keeping things private and focusing on internal healing, you can move forward with grace and dignity. 5. Avoid sharing your judgments with others about someone. In fact, you shouldn't even harbor such opinions in your consciousness. Seriously consider what image you are projecting when you speak ill of someone. You could have an interesting dialogue or enrich the conversation, but instead, choose to spoil the atmosphere just to vent your negativity about that person. Please don't do that. Don't go around declaring who you like or dislike. Learn to be diplomatic. If you don't like someone, it's possible to distance yourself from them or try to maintain a tolerable coexistence, and always act intelligently. If there's a problem with that person, try to talk, dialogue, and seek a consensus. However, these opinions and judgments you have about others should be immediately discarded. As mentioned before, no matter if you like or dislike someone, always act diplomatically, showing yourself capable of adapting to the environment, changing, and interacting regardless of differences with other people. Maintain a respectful and empathetic posture in your interactions, and this will contribute to a more harmonious environment and healthier relationships with others. 6. Avoid constantly comparing yourself to others. Each person has their own path, achievements, and successes that should be valued without reference to others. The harmful habit of comparing our lives to others can negatively impact our emotional well-being and hinder our personal growth. Moreover, it lowers our self-esteem as we risk falling into the trap of unfavorable comparison, focusing on what we think we lack instead of recognizing our own strengths and accomplishments. When we constantly compare ourselves to others, we lose sight of our own goals and desires. We get distracted from what truly matters and focus on what we think we should have or achieve based on other standards. This prevents us from moving forward on our own journey and achieving our individual goals. By eliminating comparison, we can cultivate gratitude for our own circumstances and celebrate our own progress and growth. Remember that each person has their own unique way and individual circumstances, and comparing yourself to others is neither fair nor healthy. Each of us has different strengths, challenges, and life paths. Instead of comparing ourselves to others, it is more productive to focus on our own learning and personal development. 7. Conscious use of social media. Imagine for a moment that your life is a book filled with fascinating stories, learnings, and adventures. Now think of social media as a library where millions of other stories are shared every second. Exciting, right? But here lies a subtle danger: constant comparison. As we flip through the glossy pages of these digital stories, we often find ourselves comparing our most challenging chapters with the highlight moments of others. This comparison, often unfair and unrealistic, can lead us into a cycle of dissatisfaction and envy. See how this can be harmful. With this in mind, it's essential to learn to limit our consumption of these digital stories. Imagine deciding to visit this digital library with a clear purpose. You enter, look for exactly what you need, whether it's connection, inspiration, or information, and then leave, returning to the reality of your own book, the book of your life. But how do you do this in practice? Start by defining specific times of the day to check your social media, instead of getting lost in it at every moment. Be it during breakfast, a break at work, or at the end of the day. This helps create a structure that prevents social media from dominating your time and thoughts. Another effective strategy is to question the intention behind each online interaction. Ask yourself, am I seeking something constructive here, or just killing time? This reflection can help differentiate productive use from aimless passive consumption. Moreover, it's crucial to recognize the signs that social media is negatively impacting your mood or self-esteem. If you find yourself feeling down after using these platforms, it might be time to take a break. Use this time to reconnect with activities that bring joy and satisfaction in the real world, like reading a book, engaging in a hobby, or simply enjoying nature. By adopting these practices, you not only protect your mental health, but also rediscover the beauty of your own story without the constant need for comparison with others' stories. Remember, each of us has a unique path to walk, filled with highs and lows, triumphs and challenges. And that's exactly what makes each story, including yours, so valuable and unique. And so, as we bid farewell to this topic, I invite you to reflect on how you can start writing the next chapter of your story today, with less influence from the digital world and more focus on what truly matters in your life. 8. The pursuit of external approval. We live in a world where often a person's worth seems to be tied to others' perceptions. But today, I invite you to explore the liberation that comes from breaking free from this incessant search for approval. Imagine yourself on a stage under the spotlight. Around you, a crowd of expectant faces, each with an opinion on how you should act, speak, and be. Can you see how suffocating this can be? Now, visualize yourself stepping off that stage and entering a peaceful and serene space, a place where the only opinion that truly matters is your own. This metaphor illustrates the importance of recognizing and valuing your own inner voice above the external noise. When we base our actions and decisions on the quest for approval, we drift away from who we truly are and what we genuinely desire. It's like constantly trying to wear an outfit that doesn't fit just to please others. Now, think about the times when you felt most fulfilled and content. They were probably moments when you were aligned with your own values and beliefs, regardless of what others thought or expected. This is the essence of living authentically. But how can we practice this in our daily lives? It starts with small steps. For instance, the next time you're about to make a decision, ask yourself, am I doing this because I truly want to, or because it's what others expect of me? Learn to trust your intuition and recognize your own desires and needs. Another powerful practice is strengthening your self-esteem. Value your qualities, celebrate your achievements, and learn from your mistakes. Remember, self-acceptance is an ongoing process, and every small victory counts. And finally, cultivate relationships that support and encourage you to be your best self. Surround yourself with people who respect your individuality and encourage you to express your true essence. By freeing ourselves from the need for external approval, we open the doors to a more authentic and rewarding path. It's a path that allows us to be the true protagonists of our lives, writing our own stories with the ink of authenticity and courage. And with that, we conclude this second topic, hoping it serves as an invitation to reflect on how you can live a more authentic life, true to yourself, away from the shadows of others' approval. 9. The way we handle our relationships. Whether in friendship or love, relationships are like mirrors reflecting various facets of our lives, and they bring experiences that shape who we are. But there's a delicate line here, the line of privacy and discretion. Think of a relationship as a secret garden, a place where you nurture emotions, dreams, and special moments. This garden is sacred, a space that deserves respect and care. When a relationship ends, whether a friendship or a romance, it's natural to feel pain, confusion, and a need to process what happened. However, it's essential to remember that the details of this garden, this shared story, belong only to you and the other person involved. By choosing not to divulge intimate details or reasons for the breakup, you're not only preserving the dignity of both parties, but also protecting your own heart. Sharing this information with others can open doors to misunderstandings, judgments, and worse, gossip. This doesn't contribute to healing. Rather, it can prolong the pain and create a cycle of negativity. So how can we deal with the end of a relationship healthfully? First, it's crucial to give yourself time and space to heal. Allow yourself to feel the emotions, but do so introspectively. If necessary, seek the support of a mental health professional, someone who can provide objective guidance and support. Second, cultivate the habit of personal reflection. Instead of seeking external validation or comfort, turn inward. Ask yourself what you've learned from this relationship and how you can use those lessons to grow. Every relationship, even those that end, brings valuable lessons. Finally, remember that maintaining discretion and privacy is a sign of maturity and respect, not just for the other person but for yourself. As you close a chapter in your life, do so with grace and dignity, knowing that each experience prepares you for what's to come. And with that, we conclude this third point, hoping it sheds light and perspective on how to face the end of relationships with wisdom and respect, maintaining the dignity and privacy you and the other person deserve. 10. Letting go of unrealistic expectations. This is an invitation to an internal journey where we'll explore how our expectations can shape and sometimes distort our perception of reality. Let's start with a metaphor. Imagine your life as a grand adventure across a vast ocean. Each expectation is like a sail on your boat, helping to propel you towards your dreams and goals. However, when these sails are too large, when our expectations become unrealistic, they can steer us off course, leading us into turbulent waters of disappointment and dissatisfaction. Unrealistic expectations are like maps promising treasures that don't exist. They make us chase ideals of perfection in ourselves, others, and the situations we experience. But the question we should ask is, are these ideals truly ours, or have they been imposed by external influences like society, culture, or even the media? To begin detaching from these expectations, we first need to recognize them. This requires honesty and introspection. Ask yourself, do these expectations lift me up or weigh me down? Do they reflect who I truly am and what I value? The next step is practicing acceptance. Acceptance of who you are, where you are in your journey, and the circumstances you can't control. This doesn't mean giving up on your dreams, but rather recognizing and appreciating the process of getting there with all its imperfections and challenges. Furthermore, it's crucial to learn to set realistic and achievable goals. Goals that resonate with your true essence and not with an idolized image of success. This also involves celebrating the small victories along the way, acknowledging that each step, no matter how small, is valuable progress. Finally, remember that the journey is as important as the destination. By letting go of unrealistic expectations, you allow life to flow more naturally and peacefully, opening up space for surprises and joys that couldn't be planned. And with that, we conclude this fourth point, hoping it inspires you to navigate life with sails adjusted to reality, appreciating the beauty of the journey with all its twists and turns and discoveries. 11. Now entering a territory often overlooked in our daily interactions, but which has a significant impact on our well-being and the relationships we cultivate. Participation in gossip and the spread of negativity. In this segment, we'll explore how choosing to distance ourselves from these behaviors can not only improve our state of mind, but also enrich the quality of our relationships. Imagine every word we speak as a seed we plant in the garden of our lives and the lives of others. When we choose words of support, encouragement, and positivity, we plant seeds of kindness and understanding. Conversely, when we engage in gossip or negative talk, we're planting weeds of misunderstandings, distrust, and conflict. Participating in gossip may seem harmless or even a form of social connection, but in reality, it's a two-way street that leads to disrespect and devaluing others and ourselves. Moreover, by focusing on negativity, we feed a mindset that obscures our ability to see the good and positive around us. So how can we veer off this road and choose a more positive path? First, it's important to be aware of the conversations we partake in. When a dialogue begins to veer into gossip or unnecessary criticism, try gently changing the subject or highlighting something positive about the person or situation in question. Additionally, practice empathy. Before speaking or sharing something about someone, ask yourself, would I want this to be said about me? This simple question can be a powerful guide to keeping our conversations respectful and constructive. Another important step is to cultivate a positive environment around you. Surround yourself with people who also value positivity and authenticity in interactions. Together, you can create a culture of mutual respect and support. Lastly, remember that change starts with you. By choosing not to partake in gossip and negativity, you're not only protecting your own integrity, but also setting an example for others. By adopting these principles in our lives, we can cultivate a more positive, empathetic, and resilient mindset, contributing to more genuine personal growth and more meaningful interpersonal relationships. 12. Multitasking. In our fast-paced modern world, multitasking has become a badge of honor, a symbol of productivity and efficiency. However, recent research suggests that multitasking may not be as effective as we once believed. In fact, it could be detrimental to our mental health and overall well-being. Multitasking involves performing multiple tasks simultaneously or switching rapidly between tasks. While it may seem like we're getting more done, studies have shown that multitasking can actually reduce productivity and increase the likelihood of errors. This is because our brains are not designed to focus on multiple tasks at once. Instead, they function more efficiently when focusing on one task at a time. Moreover, multitasking can lead to increased stress levels and decreased cognitive function. When we constantly switch between tasks, our brains become overloaded with information, leading to mental fatigue and burnout. This can impair our ability to concentrate, make decisions, and solve problems effectively. Furthermore, multitasking can negatively impact our relationships and social interactions. When we're constantly distracted by multiple tasks, we may not fully engage with the people around us, leading to feelings of disconnection and loneliness. In addition, multitasking can give the impression that we're not fully present or attentive, which can strain our relationships with others. To eliminate multitasking from our lives, we need to adopt a more mindful and intentional approach to how we manage our time and attention. Instead of trying to do everything at once, focus on prioritizing tasks and allocating dedicated time to each one. This may involve breaking larger tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks and completing them one at a time. It's also important to minimize distractions and create a conducive environment for concentration. This may mean turning off notifications on our electronic devices, setting aside designated periods for focused work, and establishing boundaries with others to protect our time and attention. In addition, practicing mindfulness techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, and mindfulness can help train our brains to stay present and focused on the task at hand. By cultivating a sense of awareness and presence, we can reduce the urge to multitask and enhance our ability to concentrate and perform tasks more effectively. Ultimately, eliminating multitasking from our lives requires a conscious effort to prioritize quality over quantity, focus over distraction, and presence over business. By embracing a more mindful and intentional approach to how we work and live, we can reclaim our time, attention, and well-being in 2024 and beyond. Thank you for watching. Please like this video, click the notification bell so you will be notified when we upload another video. Also, comment and share your thoughts about this video in the comment section. You are blessed.